everybody. This is Christopher Negroni back at you with another video. Today I'm bringing you a year review of my wife's Cartier Santos wristwatch. As you can see right away, this is a watch that is worn. Oh yes, this is a watch that is worn. So, like I said, this watch has been in her collection for about a year. Originally, this was not the watch that we went into the Cartier boutique for. Well, actually, we didn't go in there to buy a watch at all. It's one of those spur of the moments, browsing. What really caught her eye was the Tank Francois. I'm not sure how to say that. Anyways, I really wanted her to look at this model. I thought that the medium size, which seems to be very popular in the wristwatch community with men's, I thought it looked very sporty on her wrist. Not oversized, still elegant, refined, and beautiful. And she put it on her wrist, and well, the rest is history. It's in her collection. So instead of getting the Francois with the quartz movement, she went ahead and got this Santos, the automatic movement. This is a watch that I actually considered getting in my collection, and now that it's in her collection, I can occasionally wear it. You know what? Let's go ahead and resize this for my wrist right now. So box came with this beautiful box. So yeah, let's go ahead and size this thing up for my wrist. As you can see, she has a very tiny wrist. So I think I will need something like maybe four links in there. So it came with this little tool. The way I like to change this, done it a few times, I like to remove the bracelet from the head of the watch straight away. So we're gonna go ahead and put it right there. This is a little hard on camera, but usually pretty easy. Where's that damn hole? Oh, I'm doing this wrong. Anyways, bear with me. As long as you're doing it on the right side. Pretty easy. So yeah, you're gonna hit one of these sides right here. Oh man, look at the polishing on that bracelet. Beautiful. Alright, let's put two on this side. The right side. Boom, boom. I'll probably just fast forward this actually. A lot of downtime, but there's one side. We'll do the other side. Go ahead and fast forward through this. You get the gist of it. And we're back. There you go. Pretty easy. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and take off the sub. There's my Rolex Submariner 114060. If you've been to my channel, watched any of my videos, you've seen this watch already. And let's check out how the medium Santos wears on my, I think I have about a 6 3/4, closer to 7-inch wrist. Yeah, I really like this size. I think it's just very elegant, slim. It's perfect. All right, so back to the year in review. Brief history on the Santos. This was the first wristwatch designed to be worn by aviators. Back in 1904, Louis Cartier designed this for his friend Alberto Santos Dumont. And not too long after that, 1911, Cartier decided to launch the Santos to the public, and a legend was born. And this design has remained pretty much the same, with minor changes and pretty cool variations as far as octagonal, hexagon, different variations of the Santos, and which I think is pretty cool to collect. So historically speaking, this watch has just as much provenance as something like a Submariner or a GMT, or even a Royal Oak, which came much after this watch. So right away, history, provenance, you get that with this watch. Case dimensions on this Cartier, you have a 35 millimeter case size, 42 millimeters up and down. You have a very slim, just under 9 millimeter case thickness. However, this watch is a square design, so it really wears more like, I would say closer to 37, 38 if you're used to that size of a watch in a circular watch. This is the medium size again, time only, 3-hander. You have a silvered finished dial, railroad track all around. Get the blued steel hands with this watch, which is a very subtle detail, very beautiful. Get these beautiful bevels. And you know, bevels are one of those things that I wish Rolex would bring back. It's just such a luxurious and subtle thing that kind of elevates the case design for the wear. When you're wearing this on the wrist and you catch a glimpse of it, you really see those polished bevels, you know, catch the light, as well as this very highly polished bezel, which you can see is pretty scratched. You got to be okay with scratches when wearing this watch. So one minor gripe I have with this watch is the cabochon that they use on the lower levels. I put lower levels in quotations because this watch is not a lower level watch by any means. However, this is one minor thing they can do to improve this watch. They can go ahead and put a natural blue cabochon on all of their watches. This one, unfortunately, is a synthetic spinel. Not really even sure what that means. Probably some type of plastic. Hopefully not, but it's still beautiful in design. But there's just something that kind of rubs me wrong about that. I wish that was a natural stone. However, the hands are blued steel. So, for the money, I guess you can kind of overlook that fact. So I already went over the quick switch and smart link technology with this. That's right behind here. It makes it very easy to take this off, take the strap off, and put on a provided leather strap. I'll go ahead and show you that, guys, in a minute. And as well as the, so you got the quick switch, and then you get the, what do they call that? The smart link. So that's the way that you change these links. And it's something that you don't think is very important until you have it in a watch like this. When you take it home and you're able to size this watch perfectly. Sometimes you buy a watch, you have the jeweler size it, and maybe you're in a rush, maybe you size it one way and you wish it was another way, you don't want to bother them, and you wish you could just play around with it a little more when you get home. And that system that they use just makes it to where you can take it home and get a perfect fit. as well as share it with a partner. I mean, they say that, you know, you can share this watch, and I mean, this is a perfect example. My wife wears this watch, and I'm gonna go ahead and wear this watch today. Boom. So the movement inside this watch is the Cartier caliber 1847. It's in automatic movement, beats at 4 Hertz, 42-hour power reserve. This movement is comprised of nickel phosphorus components, as well as paramagnetic alloys inside the case. Sounds like the marketing that Rolex and pretty much every other luxury brand uses. So you get a highly anti-magnetic movement in this watch. You're getting an integrated bracelet. You're getting 100 meters of water resistance, stainless steel from a very well-known and prestigious brand. Sounds like a bargain to me. So some of you may have stumbled upon this video because maybe you're in the market for this watch. Maybe you're comparing this watch with something else in the stainless steel sports watch integrated bracelet segment, which, let's face it, nowadays is very saturated. You want to know if a watch is more than just a beautiful design. Is it reliable? Is it versatile? Go ahead and let your wife wear it for a year. Take a look at that. I hope this shows up on camera. This watch is very well loved, worn. However, this watch is running at +4 seconds a day. I've seen her swim with this watch. She wears it to work. I've seen her work out in this watch. Probably trying to be like me. But yeah, this watch is pretty tough. Maybe not as tough as something like a Rolex Submariner, but maybe you're comparing this watch to something like an Explorer, maybe something like a Pilot's watch, Mark 18 from IWC, any one of those everyday 3-hand watches. This watch, I think, beats it in design. Has a pretty killer bracelet. I think this is one of my favorite things about this watch is this bracelet. It's very comfortable, very supple, really hugs the wrist. I mean, it has the flash, but with so much elegance, and with that 100 meters of water resistance, you can wear this watch every day. Yeah, you're gonna scratch it up. I mean, look at the bezel on this thing. It's amazing. So this is another thing I wanted to touch on in this video is the difference between, you know, how a woman who maybe isn't as crazy as into watches as many of us are, isn't a crazy watch enthusiast, doesn't, you know, spend hours on YouTube scouring, watching watch reviews, which is something that as a watch enthusiast I can admire. I really am envious of the way that she can wear a watch and really enjoy it much more than I can wear a watch. I mean, don't get me wrong, I wear my watches, but we tend to baby our watches as watch enthusiasts. We walk through doorways differently. We, you know, maybe take the watch off when we're at our desks. It's very different. My wife, she loves this watch. She chose it because it really spoke to her, and I remember that feeling before I knew anything about watches. So I can kind of live that life, that watch journey vicariously through her. And you know what? I can say that she's kind of become a little bit of a watch geek herself. When she got this watch, she didn't take it off for a couple days. She slept with it, and I can tell that a little bit of a watch bug really hit her, and you know, she really fell in love with this piece. If you're on the fence about this watch, think about this. The Cartier Santos is a stainless steel, automatic movement sports watch with elegance. It's versatile. It can be your only watch. quick change system. Gives you the options of straps, the ease of sizing the watch yourself or for your partner. In my opinion, this watch punches so much higher than its price. Not to mention, you may still be able to get this watch at a discount, at least for now. I hear that Cartier is trying to really swim up the stream of all the other brands and practice no discounting, and we don't have any watches, and really limiting their supply. So I say, if you have the money, you like this watch, go get yourself a Santos before they go away, before you can't get a discount. And really push for a discount. Really push for a discount. If you have to go to a couple of dealers and really kind of have them play against each other, like tell them, this one's going to give me for this price, and, play that game because it's worth, another 10, 20%. Oh, before I forget, in this nice little travel case that, again, another freebie, discounts and freebies. I don't think you can get that from other brands. However, here's the leather strap that my wife chose. So they actually gave her the option of switching out that brown strap for this nice purple strap. Beautiful, deep purple, kind of like a wine. Unfortunately, it had to be her size, so I'm unable to wear this strap. But a good idea would be to maybe holding this upside down. No, it's good. Go ahead and get another strap for your partner if you're going to share this watch. That way you're not constantly switching out links. But just like that, you're ready to go out into town. This thing with Vivi. She got tiny wrists, but it's beautiful. Cartier Santos, guys. It's a year, still going strong. So if you like this video, you want to see more of this types of talking hands. This is my first time kind of setting this up, but it's fun. I like it. I enjoy doing the technical reviews of these watches. Typically I'm babbling about watches and getting drunk on video, but this way I don't have to show my face and I can talk about a watch. Beautiful watch here. Man, I'm jealous. The thing that sucks about her getting this watch, I really wanted this watch. I thought about it, but I know now that I will never get this watch for myself because I can always throw it on my wrist, but it'll never be a watch that I call, part of a 3 or 4 or 5, 6 piece collection. What I really wish that Cartier would go ahead and bring out some new dial colors for the medium. They're doing some really cool things with the large. This year's release with that PVD coating on the bezel was really cool. And I think if they would have brought that out in the medium size, man, that would have been a banger. I'd have been all over that. Yeah, guys, like a black dial, maybe, something with lume, more sporty. Maybe they're trying to keep this more of an elegant look. But, shoot, I wish they would even jump on that green dial hype. Because, people would be all over that. Maybe they're waiting. Guys. What do you think? Green dial Santos, would you buy that? I know I would. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like the video. Look out for my next video. It's gonna be a fun one. Peace.